our time on Earth is ending.
Separação completa.
So we turn our gaze upward to discover a new world, a new home, a new beginning for mankind.
Oh, Sid Meier, you create such wonderful soul-sucking entertainment. Hi there, it's Senior Editor Kevin Van Ord standing in for reviewer Nick Capozzoli to tell you about Sid Meier's Civilization Beyond Earth. Civilization Beyond Earth shifts the series' brand of turn-based discovery to another part of the universe, and the sci-fi setting puts a slick chrome sheen on the old addiction. The basic formula, however, remains the same. You still situate your capital city and click it to designate the production of military units or workers. You still unlock new technologies and cultural policies that ensure a steady drip of upgrades. So, despite the new trappings, it's simple enough to slide back into routine, create, explore, and expand. There are a few welcome touch-ups to smooth over Civilization's old edges, and they first appear in pre-game as a series of decisions to make prior to global domination. A first step can be taken towards generating energy, science, culture, and so forth, and you can begin the game with a military unit or a clinic if you'd prefer. There's more freedom afforded when picking out which parcel of land to found your city on, and there's even a perk that reveals the outlines of the world's land masses. But viable doesn't necessarily mean welcoming. This is an alien planet after all, and there are lessons to be learned. Maybe those lessons will come from the sandworm churning up your farmland, or maybe from the creature that's 3/4 mandible, just kind of loitering ominously offshore. Aliens mess with your early game plans, utilizing better cunning and more imposing units than barbarians did in previous Civ games. A toxic miasma coats about 1/3 of the surface of any map, damaging human units and healing aliens. Natural wonders are conspicuously absent, which robs part of the draw of exploring a new map, but the varied terrain is still full of curious creatures. So-called affinities push your development towards divergent goals: purity, supremacy, or harmony. Purity is concerned with recreating the comforts of Earth. Supremacy is a technocratic zealotry, and harmony is for tree huggers and lets you ride an alien like you would a horse. It's a brave new world, but it's also just as cynical. Even the most well-maintained alliances will be shattered towards game's end. Beyond Earth portrays its advancements as new sticks we'll use to club each other over the head. In fact, only the military gets treated to any real illustration in the game proper. Gone are the works of art, music, and writing that helped to redefine the cultural victory in Civilization V, pared back to an abstract number that's ultimately used towards more aggressive ends. World Wonders return, but the bonuses they offer are tepid and same-ish this time around. There are quests, though, a first for Civilization. They lend some helpful narrative context to the action, and they can branch in unexpected ways. A newly founded independent outpost might turn out to be performing questionable experiments on its colonists, for example. Oh well, there's always old-fashioned battle. Military units still hold sway over most of the game space, trading turn-based fire between the hexagonal parcels of land and besieging cities. They fall back on Civilization's traditional archetypes: melee, ranged, cavalry, and siege, even though outward appearances might be as moon rovers or monsters. Beyond Earth's combat suffers from some issues, though. Cities are comically easy to take. Most melee units fare quite well at city capturing, and you can often halve a city's defenses in a single attack. This results in situations where cities trade ownership turn after turn. A small standing army is much more vulnerable than it was in previous civs, making it hard to get invested in a unit when it can be easily snuffed out by an orbital strike at any moment. By the end, any semblance of actual civilization goes out the window as everyone else tries to drag all the others down. The 3 affinity-specific victories don't play out all that differently, nor does a 4th concerned with making contact with an unseen advanced alien race. And of course, global domination, ever the crude way out, remains as tempting as ever when another world leader shows up uninvited to talk some smack. This might be a foreign planet, but the comforts are still the same. A plot of land and just one more turn.